Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Finish the Work. Finish the work. You know, and this is, you know, to the Akim, you know, this is what it's about, because we're in the time of, it's heating up. You know, you have everything going on right now. Everything. You have with the politics here in America. You know, Babylon. You have the defunding the police. You have the crime that's just completely out of control, and it's gonna lead to a purge. You know, like Book of Eli type of society. You see over there in Illinois, the law that they, that they're passing in January, pretty much, it's a crime, crime free. You break into somebody's house, or you're going on people's, going there to sleep, in their backyard or on their porch, and kidnapping, and all this is going to lead to a purge, Book of Eli type society. You have these natural disasters that's going on around the earth, these floodings over there in Germany. They're talking about it's one of the worst droughts right now. There's no water. People, on the other side of the globe right now are, they're protesting at an all-time high right now. Sri Lanka, what was that? I don't want to get this wrong. Was it Afghanistan, where the woman was uprising and having their protests over that girl getting killed? Quote me if I'm wrong. I think it was Afghanistan. Here you also have the right here in America, Babylon. You have the gas prices that's going out of control. The food prices, rent increase. The famine is on the rise. The chariots, the angels are they're appearing all over the world. The angels, and this is what the Lord said, man. Let me get to the scriptures. I don't want to make this too long. Let's go to Luke. Luke. Luke 21. We'll go to Luke 20, 21, and 24, and it reads, and they shall fall, or Salakia, Luke 21 and 25, Salakia, and it reads, and there shall be signs. See, and these are all the signs that the Lord is talking about that is happening right now. See, this is what you got to be paying attention to. This isn't just for no entertainment. And a lot of Jakes, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, 2/3 of Jake of Israel, man. Everything is entertainment. It's fun. It's funny. They make a joke about everything. Everything's a big joke. You know, I seen on what was it, TikTok or one of them, I seen, and you know, Russia is they didn't draft it, you know, and mobilize some soldiers and stuff. And you see Jake on there, you know, being funny, making a comedy skit out of being drafted. You see? You know, it ain't gonna be funny when it's real talk, man, when it's real. And they do you're in a life or death situation. It ain't gonna be funny. But the Lord said, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations. And this whole globe right now, all the nations are in distress right now, especially over there in Ukraine and Russia and Somalia and you know, in some of these different parts of the world, man. Sri Lanka, they're in distress, anguish, pain, suffering. Puerto Rico, you know, this is what the Lord is talking about, man. These are all signs. He told you, I'll read it again. It said, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. You see? You know, the people represent the sea, man. And they're in an uproar right now. You got all these natural disasters. You just seen that hurricane down there in Florida. It tore stuff up. I just told you out there in Germany, you know, you got all the Euphrates River is drying up. Here in California, there's a drought emergency. Fires. You know, this is getting bad, man. It's getting bad. You know, we're in the midst of a governmental change. The people want to change in the government, but the only change is coming is YAHAWAHSHI. He's next to come and set up his kingdom, and Israel's going to be right up under him, and they're going to rule the whole universe, man, in righteousness forever. These are the last days of, you know, people, you know, just living carefree and unholy. The Lord is coming he's coming back to do damage, man. He's visiting this world right now. He's visiting this earth right now. And it's just going to pick up and get even more worse because the famine and you also have that RFID, that chocolate chip, the technology that's coming. Well, there's only a few more prophecies and is game over for Esau. It says 26, men's heart failing them for fear. It says men's heart failing them for fear. Men's hearts failing them for fear. And this is the time we coming into. You see over there in that Ukraine, you had people fleeing, grown men. You had men, you know, protesting and trying to get out of the country because they're not trying to go to war. They just showed on the news too. The dudes were saying out there in Ukraine, I don't want to die for President Putin. I don't want to die. You know, you heard that. That's the men's heart failing them for fear, man. You see? It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get bad. Men is gonna grown 6'8" men, you know, 300 and some pounds is gonna be breaking down in tears like a baby in this time, man. Because there's fear coming. The world don't fear the Lord, man. They do not fear YAHAWAHSHI, and he's coming back to install fear. I'm talking about terrifying fear. You see? And he's coming back to deliver his elect, man. His elect. It says, and it reads, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming. Looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. There's explosions coming. I was watching that movie last night. It's a new movie, I think, on Netflix. It's called what is it called? I think it's called Black Crawl, or I think it's called Black Crawl, but it's a movie on Netflix, and it's a apocalyptic, but I think it's over there like in Sweden or somewhere over there in Europe, one of them places, Russia or Moscow, somewhere like that. But it shows you they got the concentration camps and detention centers, and it shows the missiles flying, man. It shows you the missiles just flying all over in the air, because it's based on these 6 chosen soldiers, and they have to try to go across the land in the midst of this war and deliver some package. I didn't even finish. I didn't finish watching it last night, but I ended up falling asleep. But it was good. I'm gonna finish watching it. But this is the time that we're coming into, man. This is the time that we're coming into. The Lord said, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. We're coming in time of explosions. You see, the bombs, heavy artillery gunfights, kidnappings, natural disasters, famine, pestilence. This is the time that we're coming into. Let me go to Matthew 24, and it reads, Matthew 24:5, and it reads, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am YAHAWAHSHI, and shall deceive many. And this is what we're witnessing right now. There's a lot of people claiming that they are of the Lord. And you got, ultimately, Jakes, you got some of these camps out here, they're doing rap videos. They're trying to bring this rap music and mix it in with the Bible, man. That's of the world. Then you got some of them, these Jakes, 2/3 of Jakes, they're packing guns. They're carrying guns to camps, and boasting about the guns that they got. None of that's going to save you, man. None of that's going to save you. But they're claiming to be in the Lord. You got some of these camps and Jakes, in the churches too. They're having stripper Passovers and harlot Passovers and rap show Passovers and partying on Passover and on these different holy days. I just seen last night the elder put from that Las Vegas camp, Karataza. Quote me if I'm wrong, if I get your name wrong, elder. Shalom. But he put somebody was saying that the law is done away with, and you can have sex with transgenders, and you can sodomite each other, and going completely off. But they claiming that they're serving the Lord. You see the elder, he put that video up from Las Vegas, and the dude was on camera, saying that, man, and a dude was going off. You see? But the elder from Las Vegas, he makes excellent videos from the Las Vegas camp. Shalom, Mark. But yeah, they're you know, people are coming in the name of the Lord, man, and people, and they're going with this because they're being led to the slaughter. Jake don't do no studying. They don't research, and they just, whatever they hear that sounds good, they go with. You gotta look, the Lord said, seek and you shall find, and study. You have to study to show thyself approved. You see? It says 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See, and this is what we're witnessing right now. This is what's going on. They just what, last night, yesterday, that North Korea is shooting those missiles over Japan, you know, and that's the first testing their missiles. That's the first time that's ever, or in like what was it, 6-7 years or something, that their North Korea is testing their missiles and to see how far it can go, and it flew over Japan. You know, and here it is, America and South Korea, you know, flew some missiles, testing their missiles back towards them. Then you over there in the Palestine and Hamas, against Israel, the missiles are flying over there. You know, Russia and Ukraine. These are all rumors of wars, man. China about to invade Taiwan. This is all rumors of wars. The Lord said, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The Lord said, be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Destruction has to come. So anybody that's in the spirit of saying they claim that they, you know, they're of the Lord, and you know, when the Lord comes back, He's going to deliver us in a rapture. And the Lord, that's not what the Lord is saying. The Lord is saying, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, destruction must come. And people are, you know, some of the people on the comment board and different, little videos and stuff, you know, you're preaching hate. You're preaching hate. Well, the Lord said trouble is coming. Trouble is coming, and it has to come. So if you're in that spirit of, I don't want no destruction or nothing, you're not coming in the spirit of the Lord, because these are His words, the red letter in Matthew. 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. See, and there's earthquakes all over the world right now. There's earthquakes everywhere. And there's famines and pestilence on the rise. That C-19, that funky monkey, these are all pestilence. Now they're talking about here in California, the chickens got some type of flu, you know, sickness going around. You know, these are all pestilence, man. They're telling you, Joe Biden told you, your president, that there's a food shortage coming, and it's gonna be real. He told you this just a month or two ago. It came out of his mouth. He told you it's gonna be real. The rationing of food, be prepared for it in these coming months, these days, for your government officials, Joe Biden and them, to come out and tell you that there's a limitation on purchase of items. Be prepared. This is why if you got your EBTs, EBTs and welfare, you better be trying to, Jake, you better be trying to stock up on you some food and water as best you can, because grow you some food if you can. It's okay, but to just totally depend on that stuff, you're going off. You're gonna have to believe in the Lord in this time, man. But you got to use discernment. You got to be smart about your moves right now. 8, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. See? 9, or I'll go to 9. We'll go to 9, and it reads, Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. This is the persecution that's coming. And they're already starting to do it. I just seen a video earlier where the brothers was at camp and they were shooting at them. You see? And this is what it's coming to. You claim that you believe in the Lord, man. This is why it's finishing the work. Through all this tribulation, through great tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom. It's about finishing this work all the way to the end. All the suffering that's coming. 10. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. And this is another thing that's happening. And this is going to get increasingly worse. That people are getting betrayed. Your mother betray you. Your cousin that you grew up with. Your best friend. You know, even your grandmother. You know, this betrayal and backstabbing and it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. You family members talking bad about you, doing stuff to put you in prison, and yeah, it's gonna get like this is the time that we're coming into. So you better be prepared at this time, man. This is why it's about serving the Lord at this point. And if you ain't serving the Lord, then you gotta just cut it off right there, man. You either gonna serve the Lord or you gonna be serve the world. And like the Lord say, if you can't forsake all those and serve me and do what I say, then you're not worthy of me. And shall betray one another and shall hate one another. 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And there's tons of them, man. In the Christian church, Islam with that Louis Farrakhan, all these different religions, man. The Pope, they're false prophets. And false prophet, if you're not prophesying, if you prophesy of something and it don't happen, that's a false prophet, man. That's a false prophet. If we're telling you that there's going to be war, famine, destruction, chaos, pestilence, and you see the war, the rumors of wars, the famine, the droughts, the pestilence, the uproars from people, if you see that's going on, those are real prophets. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And see, and this is when it gets down to the nitty gritty with this lack of food and no water, and you got to make a choice. You gonna see in this time of the love of many shall wax cold, man. You gonna see. We seeing it right now. You got young men beating up the elder. You got people kidnapping they family members, cutting their own wife's head off. That just happened a week or two ago here in California. Man beheaded his own wife. That's the love of many shall wax cold. 13, I'll close out with this. But he that shall endure, this, you got to endure all this, man. You got to endure. No matter how hard it get, you lose your job, you lose your wife, you lose your kids, you lose your car, no matter how hard it gets. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Shalom, Israel.